Welcome to the unboxing of Via Nebula, a game by Martin Wallace. This is still brand new in shrink, genuine unboxing. Let's have a look at it. So I have no idea what this game is about. It's going to be totally upfront and honest with you. It looks very interesting. I like the artwork that's on the front. You can see that there. Via Nebula sort of like reminds me of sort of like Stone Age type of writing. But we can see there the picture. We've got a couple of buildings in progress that look almost like castles. Some sort of maybe reigning dynasty queen. I'm not too sure what the pig is supposed to represent. I think it's just sort of like the fun aspect to it. You can see there's some oxes drawing some goods. Looks like some hay or wheat, some wood and some stone. So it looks like it's going to be a gathering resource game to build stuff as well. Okay, let's have a look at the sides. So first of all, the top side there, you can see Via Nebula with nice gorgeous artwork of two characters on both sides of that title. I'm going to go straight to the bottom. We can see there different artwork again. That queen we saw on the front. It's for 2 to 4 players, age 12 and above, about 60 minutes game time. Let's have a look at this side. So it's quite nice, a statue of someone who's obviously founded the town, an explorer, I guess, of noteworthy. So looking at that and going to the other side, this time written side on, so that you can put it either way in your game's shelving unit. So now we go to the under side, the bottom of the box. You can see there a bit about the game. We obviously have hex and tile placement as well there. That's what it looks like on the board. Bit of a blurb. Harvest our abundant resources. So yes, it looks like a resource gathering game. Some of the components you can pause, stop that, read that at your leisure as well. Let's open up this game. Trusty knife in hand. Go down the sides 1, go down the sides 2, 3, and finally 4. Take the bottom off, discard that as my usual, and turn it over. Let's have a look. Is there going to be anything on the underside of this box? I don't think so. I think it's going to be cardboard. Yep, just cardboard there. Let's put that over to one side. I'll put that there. So we have the game rules is what we're presented with. A different person this time with that pig there. Looks like a king, I would say, of sorts. Maybe not a king. It looks like they've got plans, so an architect maybe. We again have the buildings that are there that were represented on the front, just reversed. Let's open this up. It's more than A4 size, as you can see there. It's a matte finish. It is a matte finish, but you can sort of see a little bit of glossiness on there. You know, that's contradictory. So we have the components there. We have meadow tiles, exploitation tiles, buildings, craftsmen, and resources, as well as cards, guild boards, and a main board. The board's in detail, so that's what that'll look like. It tells you the board's in more detail. Again, I'll just bring that up there so you can look at that, maybe pause it, get an understanding of the game a bit more for yourself, including what looks like each player's board is a guild board. We now have the game set up for 4 players, the aim of the game, which is there. We have explore a fog space, explore a petrified forest, and transport a resource to a building site, construct a building. Now in the middle we've got those nice staples there. You must then, I'll let you pause and read that, must then do that. End of game card, so it looks like there's a card which actually denotes the end of game. We have the card powers, which are written in a bit more detail here. You can see them there, and on this next page. So quite a few cards, and finally the biographies of the game designer and possibly the artwork, I'm going to guess, for that one there. So there we have the game rules, put off to that side. We have a nice big game board, nice card. It is actually got a cover on it. I'm going to call it a laminate. It may not be the correct word, but it has that sort of laminate, not just a picture printed on the card. I think we go around this way so we can see the game board there. I'll bring that up so you can see some of the details that are on that. So again, obviously those will mean something. We have an eye there. I might have that upside down actually. Just looking at the way that these eyes are looking at me. For example, that one there. Let's have a look. So we have space for the cards along the top. We've got the card board. As you come down, you can see that. Quite an extensive, quite a big board. So we'll have a bit of table presence. If I flip that over, we have something similar-ish. I can't quickly see the exact differences between them, but there are differences you can see in some of the pictures. So we go for the pictures there and the corresponding picture on the other side. That would be that one there with the tentacles. So I'm not too sure. Do we have tentacles on this side? I didn't see tentacles on this side. So just slightly different artwork. And let's have a look at that top right corner there, the layout there. We've got 1, 2, 3 and some hexes there. If I flip that over, again, you can see it is different there. So 2 sides to give variation to the game. Let's fold that one up. Put that over there on that side. We have our player boards that are here in each of the different colors. Again, upside down, apologies. So show you one in blue, one in a brown color, another one in a, what's that, a black color, and in the white color there. Other than that, they are all identical, I think, on that side, other than the colors. Flipping them over, we have blue, we have the brown again. So let's just have a look at the brown on both sides. I dare say these are slightly different. We have, there we go, so for 3 or 4 players we use this side, and for this side we use 2 players. I didn't spot that on the game board. It might have been there. Write in the comments below if you noticed that. Let's look at the 3 or 4 for the black and the 3 and 4 for the white. Otherwise they are identical for each player. Now we have some punch cards that we've got here, and we have some green punch cards and some look like cranes that are there on that side. If I flip that over, we have some more punch out, some circular ones there. The green and the crane stay the same, but these obviously have a special uniform back, so you don't know what they are. Going on to the next punch board. These are slightly stuck together, that doesn't matter. We have, again, some blue cranes. So it looks like we actually have cranes for each of the different player colors. I don't know if these other bits match up for player colors or not. I'm going to suggest not at this point in time. I reserve the right to change my mind. So you can see the backs of those first 2. Now we have the brown cranes, and they're browny sort of, I don't know what you'd call those, resources. You can see there's some little dots for 2, 3 players that are there. We have the white player cranes and some pink round cutouts there. There's that pig as a resource. Okay, so let's get back to these. So this had, looks like maybe wood as a resource. This one had maybe bricks as a resource. And this one had maybe wheat as a resource there. Okay, so we've got places to put things all over the shop there. There was this recessed thing at the top there which made it easier to get, for example, the game board out if that's been put in there, not the punch boards, because those will obviously go in these other slots and holes that you see around there. And it looks like that looks like a tree, maybe the wheat. So this is where we put these tokens that we saw before, I would believe. We have a set of cards, a pack of cards there. And it looks like we might have an easy way of opening them. You know, I love that. I can sort of see, there we go, I think just there, maybe not. But yes, I think it is. There we go, yep. So I'm going to do that. That comes off nicely. Oh, so satisfying when that happens. Let's go through these cards right now before we go through the rest of them. So you can see here the backs of the cards, obviously representing something in the game. So we have this one here, a few purples and then the browns. I'm going to flip this one over but just by itself. So there's that end of game that we were talking about earlier. That card goes in there somewhere. Let's have a look at the purple cards now, and I am going to flip those over. We have Quiet Town. 1, 2 of those. We have Secret Plan. Let's see if we can get some. It's not going to play there. Secret Plan. There we go. So Quiet Town, 2 of those. Secret Plan. 1, 2 of those. We have Shortcut. 1, 2 of those. And Express Delivery. 2 of those. Looking at the brown cards now, flipping them over. We have a Store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, but we do note that they actually have different numbers. So let's go through this again. Store, we have the 4 version, 2 of those. The Store, the 3 version, 2 of those. The Store 2, and 2 of those. We have Distillery 4, 2 of those. Distillery 3, 2 of those. Distillery 2, 2 of those, and the Mayor with a question mark. So 1. We have a Merchant with a question mark. 1 of those, an Architect. 1 of those, a Priest. 1, a Lazy Explorer. 1, by Air 4. 1, 2, by Air 3. 2 of those cards, Exportation. We have the 4 version. 1, 2 of those. Caravan 3, 2 of those. Workshop 3, 2 of those. Workshop 2, 2 of those. Adventurers 2, we have 2 of those, and Abundance 2, 2 of those. So that is all the cards. Not a lot of cards. That's okay, though I'm sure they come into effect really nicely in the game. Let's have a look at some of these pieces that we have here now. And they're all wooden pieces, very nice pieces indeed. Let's take a few of these out, and these look like the resources. So I'll bring the resources up there. You can see so the pink piggies. We can see the wood, which actually has that nice wooden look to it. It's got that, I don't know what you call that, those ring bark lines in the wood. We have the red sort of clay brick. We have a grey one there for rock or granite maybe, and the yellow wheat that's there as well. So plenty of those resource tokens that are there, and I think they are what would be going in there. I'd keep them in the plastic bag just personally, because I think, well, it could fall out, but I think once you've got the game board on top, that would probably keep them in place quite nicely. I don't know what would go in here. We do have the cards, a place, no real place to looks like there is for the card. I do like the Via Nebula printing that you can see down there. Let's go to these tokens now. These are made of wood. It looks like buildings that you can make, including some, we call them meeples. So you can see small ones are the meeples. There's the white one, and we have white buildings. We have black buildings. So the buildings looks like the buildings are different for each player, and that's a nice touch. I really do like that they're not all the same. And there is the blue building there. The meeples are, however, all the same. So that is what you get in the box. This is the unboxing for Via Nebula. Put those back. I'm not too sure. It looks like maybe the buildings might go in these slots. I didn't see in the rule book a layout designed for what goes where, so that'll be, I think, largely up to you. Oh, there's the slot for the cards down the side there, so they'll go in nicely there. So the round tokens, that'll be these tokens we can see I'm pointing to, can go in this round slot right here, and the rest, well, I'm not too sure, but it looks like there's plenty of space to put things away. We'll just bring that out to make sure there's nothing underneath, and there isn't. And that is everything you get in the box. That is the unboxing. Let's put that end game card there. In the game Via Nebula, we have that there. Let's put that on. So currently that is priced at just under 1 cent under $100 here in Australia as of about July 2023. Thank you for joining me. Look, if you found this useful, please hit the subscribe button. Also hit that like button if you liked it, and share it with your friends. My name is LeMonde. Thank you for joining me. Please have fun with all your gaming adventures. I'm signing off.